My name is Andrius Kulikauskas from Lithuania. I lead the Minčių Sodas Laboratory for organizing and serving independent thinkers. And I very much enjoyed this workshop. I think the participants were the most remarkable element. People who really were all taking the broader view of, so they gravitated towards video bridging, video communications as a important future technology, and they reflected a wide variety of aspirations of all kinds. And there was enormous teamwork that resulted. I think partly, completely inspired by Franz Narada's vision and leadership and values for the global villages of the future. But also, I think it was structured interestingly. There was a lot of preparation, a lot of structure in terms of how this was envisaged, but in reality there was enormous room for flexibility and improvisation. So one thing I contributed was trying to help look for ways to even improve the flow of the event. Originally it was very intensely theoretical in terms of the pattern languages. And I think the goal of creating a pattern language for video bridging, when few people had actually had very much personal practical experience in video bridging, and few people had given a lot of theoretical thought to pattern languages. I think that was just an amazingly ambitious objective. And so I hoped and pressed early on to try to have as much practical practice as possible in doing video bridges. And I think that Franz was very kind and very good in allowing that to happen. And also something that I contributed, that I learned, was about the group dynamics. Sasha Merkailo collected 80 video stories for what we called My Video Story from the internet. He collected them. And I went through several dozen and noticed 4 different types of group dynamics that the video bridges facilitated. Just to list them briefly, an expert mode where one or a few people might be sharing their knowledge with a wider group. A strangers mode where different groups are curious and get to know each other. A friends mode where people have a shared topic and they learn to share experiences about that. And a family mode where people from different locations work together to be one as a group through some activity like a meal or prayer or dancing. And so for a pattern language, just to see those real dynamics, it really makes it possible to start to think about a pattern language, how that's optimized in each situation, and how you can build more complex video bridge experiences that have different group dynamics in the same event. And practically what I learned was and quite inspired, motivated by the activity around, was how to record video Skype and audio Skype conversations. I plan to make a little video in Lithuanian, how to do that with English subtitles. I encouraged our Lithuanian team to learn how to upload videos to Zenonas Anušauskas' Internet TV, internetinetv.lt. And that's something in the future, like learning how to record interviews about people's dreams, questions, values, endeavors, and have portfolios for this is something I really look forward to. I wish that Franz didn't organize the video bridge community separately, but took a more unified approach around himself, because he's really the axis, the inspirer of so much. And to scatter himself like this, I don't think it's most effective, but I think he has clearly taken a different point of view, and so it'll be interesting to see how that evolves. Maybe the last thing I would say is that I came here quite distracted emotionally by just many issues in my life, but I got to meet many of my lab participants. Were here, about 8 people in all: Marcus and Pamela, Julius, Julia, Thomas from Lithuania, and then a great surprise was Wael Al-Saad was able to come from Palestine in the middle of the workshop. And to talk to these and other people about my goals in life, including organizing a culture of independent thinkers, And a pattern language approach suggested itself, and an artistic approach of illustrating those patterns, and having authorities for those patterns, people making more of a commitment. So the setting was really good for my personal life to deal with broader issues that I'm dealing with because of the intense activity here. I'm very grateful for this experience. Thank you.